I'm going to show you how to make an Alebrije, and the tools we're going to need, we're going to use water, a toothbrush, a loop tool, and a paperclip tool. We also have some clay here. Um, I've already taken my clay and divided it into pieces. I've got some for the body and the head and the two wings. And then I left some for the ears also. Um, I'm going to show you how. This is one of the wings. This will be the other wing. So I rolled that clay into a ball. And I'll be shaping this more later, but this is just to kind of get it ready to go. Now, if it's got more bumps and cracks in it than you'd like, you can smooth those out. And if you need a little help with that, you can stick your finger in the water. You just don't want to do that too much because if the clay becomes too soggy, then when you try to build with it, it kind of sags and droops and is difficult to work with. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the body, which I rolled into a circle just like this one, but then I reshaped it to make it more of an oval shape. And this is going to be too thick, and I've got to do something about that. One thing that I can do on the back, I can take the paperclip tool and poke it full of holes. Another option is to use the loop tool and hollow it out. Okay, so from the front, it still looks very nice, but from the back, I can tell that it's hollow. Now I'm going to stick the head to the body. Whenever I put two pieces of clay together, I need to be very careful that they're going to stay. So I need to do this process that's called score, slip, stick, and seal. So to do the scoring and the slipping, I'm going to use the toothbrush. The nice thing about the toothbrush is that when you drag it across the clay, it makes all these little lines on it. That is called scoring. But we also need slip, which is some wet, slimy clay. So all we have to do is stick the toothbrush in the water, and then as it draws those lines, it also makes slip right there for us. So this is a really fast way to slip and score at the same time. Okay, so now that I've got it scored and slipped, the next thing I need to do is stick it together. Okay. If I leave it like this and I don't do the sealing part, then it's very likely that when this dries, this is just going to pop right off. So to make sure that's going to stay, I need to seal it. And I'm going to turn it over to the back. I'm going to use the back side of my toothbrush. I can also use my finger. And I'm just going to take these two pieces of clay and blend them together to make them stay, calling that sealing the clay. I could stop there, and that would be good enough to keep it on, but I'm going to do it in the front too because I want it to look more like it has a neck. Now I'm going to shape the head to be a little bit more like a bat's head. I'm going to put the eye sockets in. Then I'm actually going to create some eyes to put in the sockets. I'm going to put some little nostrils in. Then I'm going to open up the mouth. I'm going to make the ears now. I made this ball and I'm going to squish it and also make it pointy at the same time. Okay, the head is pretty thick also. I don't really want to hollow it out, so I'm going to do the method where you stab it full of a lot of long holes. Just the clay releases gases when it's fired, and all those gases need a nice pathway to get out to keep the clay from exploding. Okay, now I'm going to make the wings. It's all done.